She was, and she didn't say.
Oh, Lord, I was good, I hope. Right, the world, you know that thing. Yeah. Oh.
And I said, yeah, I said, I'm not doing it. 66.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you go. Little more hair on the You still got that one?
Yeah, I did, but for me, right over That's right. Yeah, but he said he was naming the people because he couldn't come in today. He came down. He was naming it. I said, why not?
What is not that? That's it.
What, 20 years?
I just wish I could.
That's been a couple days ago.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Good evening. How's everyone doing this night? Appreciate everybody coming out. I know half of us are still jet lagged from the weekend that was really busy and really rainy, which we needed to rain, so I'm not gonna complain about that, but, some of us are still dragging a little bit from that, and I will be one of them. So, we're gonna try to get this through here. Maybe we won't keep going any longer than we have to. We're getting new heat there, put in this room, but I'm gonna tell you, if we stay here too long, we're all gonna be in the sun. So both of our units decided to, they were put in at the same time, they started to leave at the same time, so. We're in the process of getting 2 new units put in, so it'll get kind of warm in here tonight. Normally I try to keep it cool, so I don't bore y'all to death, so. So once again, welcome this Tuesday night, May 5th, 7 o'clock. Appreciate everybody coming out, spending their time with us and seeing what we've got going on in the town. To help with clearing up some confusion from Jump Street. Everybody's question is, why are we turning water off every night this week? Okay, here's what we can do. We can turn it off every night for a week and have one boil water advisory, or we can turn it off one night each week. Instead of doing all of them in 1 week, we can do it one night each week and you have a boil water for a month. You see what I'm saying? We consolidated them into 1 week. One boil water advisory will cover all of the shutoffs. If we split them up, every time we did another one, if we did one this week, we'd have a boil water advisory. And if we did one next week, we'd have a boil water advisory. Next week, we'd have another boil water advisory. What we're doing is biting the bullet, getting all these new lines hooked up to this week and one boil water advisory. So it keeps it from stretching it out. We've got a system where everybody can sign up to get alerts from the town. If you'll please sign up, we've got a phone system that will alert you when we have big things going on in the town. Also, we'll have our signs out front that'll keep everybody up to date on what we've got going on. That was a big push. Myself and Rashad pushed for them signs for a long time. That was just kind of our baby. We know they were expensive, but you can ride by and see what's going on just from the signs out there. We encourage you to call us and ask us. If you go out there and those guys got to cut the tractor off, turn around and talk to you, that's 30 minutes that they lost getting done. So please go through us and talk to us. Normally I'll go out with them and I'll field the questions for them and get in the holes with them. But we're trying to keep y'all from stopping them so they, every time they stop and gotta get started again, it takes that much longer for them to get it done. So please build your questions through us and we'll let those guys stay busy. This morning they got a order back on early. So what they're doing is all these new lines we just had put in the ground, they're hooking them up and disconnecting the old lines. In the past, the old lines got left with water in them, even if we weren't using them. Problem with that is they're old, they're busted, they're making our roads cave in. So we're not gonna keep doing that. They're actually making sure they don't have water running through them so they're not sitting there causing a problem under the ground. So this week, when they're hooking up new lines, the new lines that they've been putting down are actually getting put to work this week. So that gives you an idea of what we got going on this week. If y'all please help us spread that so that everybody will know what we got going on. So we're trying to do it, eat one bad pill at one time and be done with it for a little while. Our water tank is being rehabbed right now also, and our wells have been rehabbed, so we're gonna have fresh water coming out. Our next order of business after our call orders, our invocation, if you could please rise. Rudolph.
Dear God, ask that the will be done, just because
Amen. Pledge allegiance. Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item of business is approval of our agenda. What's the pleasure of the council on this item?
Yeah, I make a motion that we approve the agenda with the exception of removing item 6.
Are you talking about the budget work session item 3?
Yes, sir, until we can move to another time, we can.
And what the discussion been on that, it was just so much that tonight it will be hard to get all that in tonight. So we're looking at maybe moving to a day later this week and trying to do it rather than trying to do it while we're trying to do all this other business. Do I have a second from the council? And then we can look at, if we want to do it Thursday, Friday, or whatever.
It don't have to be this week. If you don't want it to be next week, next week, just pick a day. But I don't, just trying to do it in the calendar week, that would be, we take our time and go through the budget, and we could be here 5-6 hours.
That first draft normally takes us about
Yeah,
5 hours.
we
So
haven't
we'll
looked
be
at
here
the
after,
budget at
we'll be
all.
here at midnight. So, I think people start making bad decisions after that time.
Or might I suggest, and I don't know, not trying to throw staff on the bus or whatever, we could do it all in one day on Saturday. I'll bring breakfast,
That's what we used to do. We bring breakfast and do it on Saturday. We do breakfast and lunch.
but, I just know we're trying to do the entire budget, or not the entire budget, but going through the budget in a regular council meeting, we'll be here till 1 o'clock in the morning. Because I'm gonna take my time, we're gonna take our time and go through the budget.
I'll second that. We'll do it next week.
Okay.
Can't do it this week.
That's fine.
John, will you get us some dates out for next week, did you think?
Okay. Let's focus on,
First of the week?
Tuesday, what?
you want it, Tuesday's fine, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, fine, and Friday, but, yeah, the only caveat is that, we've got the, public hearing scheduled for, and that's been advertised, because we've got to meet the legal requirement for the 19th. So,
Okay.
I need to, that's why I was giving you the draft bond order, bond ordinance. Definitely we can meet Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you want. If you want to meet Saturday, that'd be fine too. If you want to meet this Saturday.
Well,
We are ready. I mean, to me. I got,
Okay.
So
what do
it's
y'all-
graduation weekend, I got a college graduation to attend this Saturday, but
okay,
I
Okay,
just threw out Saturday, not this Saturday, but I just said
okay,
Saturday.
I'm just saying,
Let
just
me-
trying to back it up.
let me
Try to-
poll the council then. Monday, how many can come, by show of hands, Monday afternoon? One can y'all come? We probably come about 6, try to get here as early as we can. 6 o'clock, good, Charlie? Just get here as quick as you can.
I'm coming from Avala, so.
Yeah, just as quick as you can.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Okay, you good? Are you gonna put that in your motion for Monday at 6, add that, amend your motion?
6 in the morning or 6 in the evening?
No, I see no more.
Okay.
I mean, y'all put it to work, right?
I'm
I'm good for it.
I'm asking because you want it.
I'll be up anyway.
No, I'm just saying, if we start at 6 and it goes 6 hours, okay.
No, we're not gonna go no 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
I skipped the gym, I can, we do it.
Yeah.
Let's start 5:30. Okay, so amend your budget, to approve the agenda with moving the budget workshop to Monday.
Yeah, can we get here before 6?
Me?
Yeah, we can.
I hear one.
Well, I mean, that's just because you're retired, then you have other stuff that you don't do.
Yeah,
So-
no, I can make it anytime.
How about you? Okay,
5:30?
5:30? Okay, is that your motion?
Yes, sir.
5:30.
Okay, the motion on the floor, Danny, are you still a second for that? Yeah. All in favor, let me know by saying aye. Any opposed? So the agenda is approved with changing the line item 3 to 5:30 on Monday afternoon. And that way we still we'll still meet our time restraints for our public hearing.
And could I just ask respectfully for, at the end of the meeting, let's not adjourn the meeting, we'll just keep it to, you know how to do it in there. Okay, thank you.
We'll take a recess and we'll let it ride up to the next. Okay, no problem. All right, next is employee recognitions, Mr. Ramonda Crosby, Columbus County Municipal Association event.
Yes, we'd like to recognize Ms. Crosby for her work and dedication that she did in putting this together for all the towns in Columbus County. I mean, we had like about 30, 40 people there, and it was something else. Everybody was impressed with us, with Chadbourn. I mean, if you were there, Mayor, and also the councilwoman and councilman, I mean, it was great. I mean, the
Yes,
food
and
was great.
governmental meeting was
It was
really
good speech and everything.
good. Sounds good. Thank you. Give me a good time. That's when I spin around and let him get the shine.
I don't know.
That sounds good. You wanna hold Stephen and Ken's until they're here?
Yes, Stephen, I excused, okay, because
Yeah.
of the water situation, okay,
Yeah,
so
Ken.
he's out there right now. And,
Yeah. Ken's got a law enforcement matter, it's called it more.
Yeah, but to recognize them for the work that they did in the public, the police department and the public works employees in getting the Strawberry Festival together, this weekend. They did a heck of a job.
I'll ask them to bring them to the next meeting. Let's recognize all of them, because that was a team effort.
Yeah.
So that sounds good. And Mr. Wade Green, time to talk numbers.
Okay,
Be easy with us.
well, I guess you've got $40.
Okay.
I'll go more higher, I'm gonna get high for. And with that being said, if we just flip over to page 2 then,
If you walk over there and we'll see if that microphone's on, and make it a little bit easier for you.
is it on?
Our resident expert is going to give you a hand with that.
Is it on now? Can you hear me?
I think.
Yes.
Okay, on page 2, the general fund, revenues and expenditures. Revenues at $1,970,000, your expenses at $2,179,000. For a net loss of $208,792. As you see, for the past 4 years, you've had a loss, but you've got incomes. But anyway, that $208,000 loss. Any questions on that one that seems to stand out? The next one, the fund balance available in the general fund, puts the cash in the bank after you pay your bills. At year end, we had $1,922,000. Last year, you had $2,000,001. So your cash went down, what, 70,000 basically? If you take the $1,000,009, divide it by the expenses on the prior chart, you get the percentage, which is correct. You at 88.24%. So you got basically 9 to 10 months worth of cash on hand. LGC would say 75% or higher, and you're an excellent check. So you're still above 65%, but it has been going down, so.
So it's projects.
But that's your general fund. Any questions on it? You're still in good shape. Next one, your water fund. Your revenues, $466,000. Expenses, $551,000. So net loss of almost $85,000. You can see you had a $52,000 loss last year, but close to $90,000 profit the year before. But anyway, $85,000 loss. If you flip over the fund balance available in the water fund, at $1,321,000. It was $1,355,000 last year. See down basically over 33,000 prior year.
About where we were in 2023.
So the next one, the percentage, you're 239.66%. So you got well over 2 years with the cash on hand in the water fund. So it's an excellent shape. Supposed to be small town, 25, 30%, you're in good shape. So it's like you get 239%. We're in good shape. Okay. Next one, the sewer fund. Revenues, $477,000. Expenses, $501,000. For $24,195 loss. So you can see you've had kind of small profit, $38,000 over the past 3 years. This year, it's $24,000 loss. The fund balance available in the sewer fund. It's basically $800,000. You were basically $790,000 last year. So anyway, you cash it up, $10,000 prior year. Been going down the last couple of years, but it's still up.
That's good.
The next one, the percentage, is at 159.41. It was basically 169% last year. So basically, it's still over a year and a half of cash on hand. Been that way for the past 4 years. So sewer fund, they just said. It's these percentages that LGC loves to look at. So the next one is stormwater fund. Revenues, $23,351. Expenses, $30,000, for a net loss of $6,807. As you see, past basically 4 years, you've kind of had profits, but this year it's $6,807 loss. Fund balance available, $234,761. And $241,000 the year before. Be down, what, 7,000 prior year? But it's still been kind of going up the past 4 years, especially this current year. The percentage, 778.44%. You see, 4 years ago, you were 3,000%. Basically, that's because you don't have much expenses in stormwater funds, so it's just all over the world.
Yeah, we went from 80% in 2023, and now we're back up down to 778% in there, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not a lot of money, but it's still good. The next one's your total cash in the bank, in your governmental funds, $3,020,000. $3,020,000. For your enterprise fund, $2,004,000. You see your cash, this prior 4 years have been going up, to give you this total. The next one, your long-term debt, governmental funds, $952,000. And $3,001,000 in the enterprise funds. This year you had your separation allowance that got put on the books. That's something new. I don't know why, but they want vacation and sick leave put on the books. vacation's been there, but not sick leave. Because that, those people retire, that goes to time for retirement, so. But they want it on the books, so. But anyway, so they're basically the same as it has been the past 4 years overall.
Yeah, I've never known anybody to pay out sick leave.
The next one, the net tax levy, $561,783 for current year. You were $567,000 the year before. So you bought $6,000 less in tax bill for the year. The next one, your tax rate, $2.62 per hundred. As it has been the past 4 or 5 years, so. The property valuation, like I say, you're at $90,602,000. Last year you were $91.5 million. So you're basically down $1 million in tax valuation. So, the next one, the collection rate, the total at 92.96. The real and personal, 91.98, and the motor vehicle at 100%. At 92.96, some of the smaller towns, Fairbuff and Taylor, by 97. You and Boardman, y'all down, I guess Sarah Water, more smaller towns down there, but anyway, 92 is 95 kind of standard. Especially probably for 13 counties around here, except for the beaches. They're like 99.99. They selected the beaches. But everybody else, somewhere in the mid-90s, low to mid-90s. And that being said, that's kind of all I have. Unless you have some questions, they're in good shape. I get the house box. The percentages are good, like I say, that's what the LDC likes to look at. So,
Sounds good. Anybody got a question? Okay, thank you, Wade.
all right, thank you.
Next, we're gonna move down to our action agenda. We've already handled our consent agenda. So we'll move down to item 2, action agenda. Go ahead.
We haven't, I don't think we voted on this consent agenda.
We always approve it when we approve the agenda.
Oh, you approved it?
That approves the consent. That's the reason it's consent. Okay, action agenda. Budget amendment, 252604 for vacation comp buyback policy, 2025, 55,441 fund balance. 103990-000 increase to 39,754.20 and fund balance 3099-000 increase 687.43. What is the pleasure of council on this item?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we approve budget amendment 2526-04. You want both of those?
Yeah, you can just say about them together since they're in the same line.
And 252605.
Oh, we're just doing A. Those two.
Oh,
in
I'm
A.
sorry, okay,
Those two in A.
just A, okay,
Yeah,
252604.
All right, got a motion second? We have a second for this.
And so this is money that's already been spent.
Yeah, we just got to move.
Absolutely.
Got to cover the bill.
Second.
Okay. Questions? All in favor, let the number say aye. Any opposed? Next will be a budget amendment 25-2605 for vacation comp buyback policy for December 25, 77-219, 714, and that's to the fund balance 10-390-000 increase of 675.60 and fund balance 30-990-000 increase 21,544.14. What's the pleasure of council on this item?
So moved.
Got a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Motion on the floor and second, any discussion, questions? All in favor, let the number say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Budget amendment 25-2610 for interim town manager appointment, 15,000 fund balance 10-3990-000 to increase of $15,000. What's the pleasure of council on this item?
I make a motion that we increase that.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, let it know by saying aye. Any opposed? Budget amendment 25-26-11 for unexpected repair expenses for town HVAC system. This is put these two units in here, unforeseen repair where they both went out. This will cover both units. What's the pleasure of council? Wants to have an air conditioning in here?
Make a motion to approve that.
I wish I could. Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
As you're saying, I definitely approve that. Any discussion? All in favor, let the number say aye. Any opposed? Next, we're going to discuss the possible selection of town attorney. I know you've seen the emails from Mr. Power, and you've seen the qualifications of this individual. What is your pleasure of the council on retaining the services of this individual in this firm?
I do have a question on that. Is that just, do we have a yearly contract or is that just a monthly by? That way, if we get a local attorney that would like to do it in the meantime, we would be able to acquire their service.
It's at the pleasure of the board, yes.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we hire that attorney at the present time, providing that we keep advertising for some local attorney.
Okay. Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Any question or discussion?
Yeah.
Okay.
So nobody want to be out there?
I can help him with that. I've talked to every one of them at the courthouse and they said no. I've talked to every one of them on the way through, they said no. Unequivocally no, but everyone I've talked to.
My understanding, Mr. Sessom is that we're passing up
They're looking at it, but right now, yeah, they're looking right now, him and Kevin Bullard, but as of right now, they're the only ones that are even considering it, and they're trying to put something together.
Yeah, and that's why I make a motion to hire her instead of pending, maybe getting something back from them.
But they're the only ones that are looking at it.
I gotta know.
Okay.
The stipulation of, so that, I mean, I recognize the distance of where they are, don't get me wrong. But they would want to do every meeting, electronically.
No, I mean, you know, if you would ask for her to come here, yeah, I mean, she would definitely.
I didn't know, you know, like if it's something that's pressing or something that we really, I would, you know,
No.
really need guidance or whatever. I don't want, you know, miscommunication because of the you know, Zoom or whatever cuts out and they miss an important word or something. You know what I mean? So, okay.
No, she would be happy to be here, but whatever is the pleasure of the board, yeah. So,
Okay.
Is that everybody's questions? All right, hearing no others, all in favor, let the number say aye. Any opposed? So moved. Next is for staff and community announcements. To have a public announcement on the agenda or request to be on the agenda, call the town clerk, Amanda Crosby, at the town hall at 910-4148 before May 22nd for the June 2nd meeting. Next will be our town hall announcements. Water line outage May 4th through 9th. I went ahead and talked about that early. 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. They did this morning get it back on earlier. What the idea is we're trying to not limit our restaurants and let them be able to serve the meal in the afternoon. And at the same time, the turning it back on time was picked because we have a dialysis clinic in town. And they need water for the dialysis clinic. So that's how those times were actually selected. It was to limit closing our restaurants down and let everybody get food and get home and wash, and then getting it back on early enough that the dialysis clinic could dialyze people in the morning time. Planning and zoning board will meet Tuesday, May the 19th at 6 p.m. Special town hall meeting for the budget for the 2026-27 fiscal year. Public hearing on the budget will be Tuesday, May 19th at 7 p.m. Memorial Day will be closed May the 25th for the town hall. And then our next item will be our public comments. Ms. Cynthia Ellis, would you please come forward?
You need any information from me, like address or anything before I begin?
No, you got 3 minutes and I think we've all met you before, so you go ahead.
All right. Good evening, council members, Mayor Britt, community leaders, and neighbors. My name is Cynthia Ellis. I'm a Chadbourn native. I was raised here, but I'm also a 13-year small business consultant, nonprofit leader, and proud advocate for economic growth right here in our community with 28 years of local industry experience. I currently serve on the Columbus County Chamber Board, the Tourism Development Authority, which I've been appointed to by Commissioner Barbara Featherston for Zone 1, the Whiteville Downtown Development Committee, and the Columbus County Jobs Foundation. Every role that I hold is rooted in one goal, which is building stronger families, stronger businesses, and stronger local economy. So I'm also the executive director of Raising the Bar, a 501c3 nonprofit organization created to stimulate economic development by investing in entrepreneurs and small businesses through training, mentorship, and real opportunities like grants. On May 16th, we're hosting our next Youth and Family Entrepreneurship Day, YFED, in Chadbourn at the W.L. Dorsey Family Treehouse. This program was created because we recognize the gap in rural communities like ours. Too many of our youth and families lack access to financial education, exposure to entrepreneurship, and the tools needed to build sustainable futures. So YFED is designed to change that and address those gaps. Through this experience, participants gain stronger financial literacy skills, improve their quality of life and awareness, build social and communication skills, and learn how to collaborate through the partnerships that we form. So this year, we are putting Chadbourn at the center. When we expose our youth to these concepts early, we increase their confidence, their earning potential, and long-term economic stability, not just for them as individuals, but for our county as a whole. And we've already seen the impact through our nonprofit organization by helping businesses launch, gain clarity, access funding locally, and take steps toward economic independence. So this transformation is happening right here, and we want to begin with our Chadbourn youth next. This work is made possible through partnerships with our local educational institutions, other small businesses like Black's Tire and Auto, and corporations like Pizza Hut, and local nonprofits like the Columbus County Youth and Families Foundation. But we need more. So tonight, my ask is for 3 things from the town of Chadbourn. We need youth and families to sign up and participate. We need volunteers willing to give their time and energy to a lot of 8 to 18-year-olds. And we welcome sponsors who want to invest in the future of our community. So you can sign up, volunteer, or become a sponsor by visiting our website, which is rtbnonprofit.org. Again, it's rtbnonprofit.org. And I would say in closing that if we want to see different outcomes in Chadbourn and surrounding areas, then we must continue to be intentional about what we invest in our people and in our youth. Programs like YFED make a difference, which means that May 16th is more than just an event. It's an investment in all of our futures. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next will be, you got something? Yeah. We got it on the website?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Absolutely.
Next note, we have no public hearings, our monthly reports. John, you want to go first?
Yeah, very quickly, you've got before you, ask the engineers to provide us every month where we are with each of the projects, water and wastewater. And you've got that before you, and you can see that distribution improvements, 84% complete, 2022, improvements 20%, water distribution improvements, the elevated tank rehab, 55%, sewer collection system improvements, 95%. The aeration basin is one that we're going to try to get done by December 31, and that's 0 at this point in time. And the Public Works building is at 25%, but I think that'll accelerate between now and the end of August. So that's the report there. If any questions, happy to take one. But the town did very well with the ARP monies to get get all these projects funded seriously. Very good. You've got here the public hearing notices that the mayor's already mentioned. Then we have, we're going to get to the council every month is what you have is budget versus actual, that summary. This is something that it just needs to happen. And you could see that, at 83% of the year, we're at 87%. And now the budget ordinances that you approved just a few minutes ago, we're gonna run that and get it in balance with revenues and expenditures. The other funds are okay, but they're tracking. But we need to monitor this each and every month, and we will. So, and you've got the police department budget, not budget, excuse me. Also, each month we'll be providing you with monthly reports. Maybe you already get them, but and I just that's just a requirement that we have monthly reports from each department, and you've got that from the police department. You can see the percentages of calls that are made, and we've got also from Public Works all the activities that they're doing, and we're going to try to incorporate all the programs and services that we're proud that all our folks provide each and every day. And we'll probably buy that in the budget as well. We're going to work on the narratives, not just the dollars, to show folks what they get for their money. And you've got that for Public Works as well as water and sewer. That's all I had. Be happy to take questions.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Muhammad? Do you have anything for us? Okay. Guess, Chief and Ken weren't able to, naturally, they've got a couple high priority things going on at this moment. Any of the council members have any announcements that they're aware of? Okay, our next thing on here is our adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Mayor, continue.
We're gonna continue the budget meeting. We're gonna adjourn this, we're just gonna continue, we'll continue our budget meeting when we have our budget meeting this week.
But it's continued as a public.
Yes.
Part of this is not meeting.
You want, well, I mean, since we made it a standalone meeting, then it'll be a standalone meeting. We'll come into that meeting and continue it.
We have to advertise it.
That's what I'm saying, we're gonna have to advertise for that meeting, for that budget meeting.
Okay, we'll get that out. We'll get that
That's
out.
gonna be a standalone meeting. We don't wanna advertise it for tonight, we're going to have to re-advertise so that
That's what
people
I'm
know
saying,
we're gonna have it.
Then it's a continuation of this public meeting. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm
That's why we-
requesting the board to do.
Okay. I thought you were just gonna continue it after that meeting because this is,
No, it may have one item, but it's a continuation of this meeting.
okay. All right. I don't agree, but we'll do it that way. All right, we continue the meeting.
We're gonna
Make a motion.
Second. All in favor, let me know, saying aye. Any opposed? All right, we are continued.
Because it's-
I'm trying to see what they say.
We're saying-